right, friends, I am here. 3 minutes late. 3 participants. Hey guys, can you hear me? Y'all can hear me? Let me unmute you guys. Let me see. Because I was having technical difficulty. There we go. We got DJ in the house. Hey Taylor. Hey DJ, what's up? Oh, how are y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good? How are you? You can come off mute. You can drop it in the chat. You're feeling good? Awesome. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen. So hopefully all of my sounds work. I had some issues with my internet, but we are good to go. So the first thing that we need to do is get logged into Google Classroom, okay? So that's the first thing we need to do. So go ahead, if you have not already, get logged into Google Classroom. And you will find all of our links for today inside of there. So once you're there, just give me a virtual thumbs up on your screen. So Jayla, did you get your other computer so you can work with us today? Okay, cool. Y'all so quiet. It is Thursday, it's almost the weekend, so it's almost turn up time. So what we will do today, basically we have about 4 things that we're gonna do. So when you already logged in, that's checked. We're gonna go to joinmyhero.com. So inside of Google Classroom, I have a link that you need to click on. It's the first thing there, and it looks like this. Let me stop sharing this screen and go there with you guys. It says register my hero. So click on that link. You guys, oh, you can't unmute? Uh-oh, let me see if I can unmute you. Allow participants to unmute. Or maybe I should ask. Hey, there we go. So go to register my hero, and that's where you're gonna click. So let me see if you guys can get inside of there. I'm so excited. I found some people that we're gonna talk about today. So we'll use this to basically explore all of the heroes from around the world. Particularly, of course, this is a course for African American heroes, right? So most of the people that we will explore here will be people that are of African American descent, okay? So myhero.com, we have some places that we're going to go. 3 people that we're going to talk about today, okay? You may have heard about, I think you heard, at least you may have heard about all 3 people. So the first person we're going to talk about today is the Harriet Tubman. So guys, give me a thumbs up. Did you get into my hero? You guys were good? No? Okay, so what did it say for you?
It's just that my mom's computer's running slow.
Internet on my computer. Hold on 1 second.
I can't hear you.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There we go. So what about you, Jayla? Did you get in?
I'm currently registering.
Okay. So I love myhero.com. It's going to ask you like your name, of course, and then it'll take you into our class.
Why does it need to know what state we live in?
I don't know. In case we create, we're gonna create a hero page. So our page is gonna be shared with other people. So just like we're reading today, this page was created by Nancy Nickerson. So they like to tell people where it came from and all that good stuff. So how's it coming? Did you guys get in yet? It's still working?
Almost.
Mine's just running slow.
Okay. So here's what I'll do for our first person, DJ. I will give you the link and you can click that link in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell me, have you guys heard about Harriet Tubman? Y'all
Yes.
heard? Yeah. Good, good. So we're going
I
to
got it.
do a brief little reading.
Huh?
We'll go
Oh, never mind.
And as we're going through, friends, you will be taking notes on what makes Harriet Tubman a hero, okay? So you're already in Google Classroom, right? So your note-taking sheet is very short, it's nothing crazy. It is also inside of Google Classroom. So if you go back in there, you're gonna click on Hero Exploration Activity. So you'll kind of have two things up while we're talking about Harriet Tubman, okay? So when you click on the Hero Exploration Activity, that's where you're going to be typing for this part of our list. So go ahead and open your Hero Exploration Activity. And it looks like this. Oh, I closed it. Did you see that? Everything that I try to go to closes. I think because I have too many tabs. Google's like, girl. Let me see. There we go. Hero Exploration. All right, so does everybody have their activity open? Their Google Doc and your My Hero page?
It just for me it's just showing the registering and voting.
It's taking a long time to load.
It's just not loading. I keep refreshing, and it's not there.
Oh man. Okay, so friends, here's what I'll do. We'll try to do this again on Tuesday, like register for my classroom. But what I'll do, I'll give you guys links in the chat, okay? So check the chat and you can click that link to get the story about Harriet Tubman. Because My Hero is going slow. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. So did you see the link in the chat?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
It's already signed in. I'm using a different computer on this site. The computer I'm using to work on is right next to it, so.
Okay, so you got two computers. I might need to get on that level because this computer is like so slow.
And also, speaking of this one, the one next to it is very old and needs to get the battery changed. So I'll be right back to get the charger for it.
Okay.
Old.
So how's it going, DJ? Did you get the link in the chat? Hold on, let me unmute.
I did.
You did. Did you get your Google Doc open?
The one that says read about Harriet Tubman.
No, this one that says Hero Exploration Activity. It's in Google Classroom.
They both say the same thing.
Which one? Oh no, the
You
link.
said-
This is not a link. This is going to be in Google Classroom. So where you're going to type is in Google Classroom.
Mine is supposed to say Hero Exploration Activity.
Yep, that's the one.
See Google Chrome.
There she goes. All right, y'all. I think we're almost there. Y'all ready to get it popping?
You said it's supposed to say what? Hero? Oh, hero explanation.
It's a Google Doc, and that's where you're going to type your notes, okay? So as we're reading about Harriet Tubman, there are 3 questions I want you guys to be thinking about. Of course, I gave you sentence starters because it's summer, and I know it's hard to start your sentences because it's vacation. So when you click on the activity, the first hero we're going to talk about is Harriet Tubman, okay? So that'll be our first hero that we're talking about today. It says, question number 1, the hero I read about is, you can go ahead and answer that, Harriet Tubman. Bingo. So I made sentence starters just to get you guys going, but every time we answer a question, I want you to restate the question. So you see how I put this question here and I restated it back in my answer? That's what we're going to practice. All right, friends, I think we're ready. So we're going to be thinking about, as we're reading, what did they accomplish? What did Harriet accomplish? How did she show heroism? So you're going to be listing 3 things she did to show you that she's actually a hero. Okay. So here's how we're going to break this reading up. I want us to get some reading done. So I'll read the first paragraph. We'll take turns. We'll take turns. And then we'll go through all of it. It's not that much reading. But as we pause, then we'll take some notes, okay? So the first paragraph says, Arminita Green, that's her real name, right? Arminita Green was born into slavery on a Maryland plantation in 1820 and 1821. She later took her mother's name, Harriet. She was forced to work at the age of 5. Harriet was a very smart and strong-willed individual. When she was 13, her head was accidentally injured by a rock that was thrown at someone else, causing her to experience blackout throughout her life. So now we know, I don't know if you guys knew that, but Harriet is not her real name. It's her mom's name, right? So what I want you to do is come in here and we're going to put her real name. We have to give it justice. So Arminita Green, you can copy my screen. I'm going to leave it up there for the spelling, okay? Arminita Green, better known as Harriet Tubman. So take a second to answer your question number 1. Arminita Green. So what you'll find with most African American history is that their names were changed. You know, and it's kind of sad when you think about it. Just imagine, like, you were born DJ, right? And your name is changed. And you're like, well, now I'm a different name. Like, just think about how that would make you feel. So Harriet had to go through that.
I have realized the other 2 documents are in my drive.
Oh, you found them?
They're in my drive, so.
Oh yeah, they'll always be there. Like when I assigned them for Google Classroom, they'll always go to your drive. So if you ever lose something, go back to your drive. All right, friends, so who wants to go next? Second paragraph.
I can go if you want to.
All right, let's hear it. Mr. DJ.
Okay. In 1844, Harriet married John Tubman, a free Black man. She was allowed to sleep in his cabin at night, but her slavery continued. A few years later, the plantation owner died. She knew she would be sold to the even harsher conditions of the Deep South if she did not escape. She made her way on foot to Pennsylvania, some 90 miles, stopping at churches and aided by other sympathizers in the network known as the Underground Railroad.
Yes. Okay, so let's take a pause. Now we know she was still a slave, right? She got the name Tubman from her husband, John Tubman. Look at this, 1844. 1844, that was the 19th century, okay? And this girl walked 90 miles to Pennsylvania to get away from slavery. Okay, because she was about to be sold and she did not want to be sold. But she went on foot 90 miles. Just think about walking 90 miles. How?
That's a lot. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
No, thank you. I'm too lazy. I'll just give up.
So Jayla, you're next, and then I'll finish it out. Okay.
She worked hard for 2 years to save money to return to Maryland for her sister and her 2 children. Soon she will make regular trips, each on her each each riskier than the last. She had shrewd planning skills and always chose a different route and used disguises to avoid being caught. And there were some rewards totaling for 40,000 offerings for her arrest, but she never got caught.
Yes, never got caught.
Never
Never
was
got caught. So $40,000 back in those times was like $1 million. Like they wanted her. Like you find Harriet Tubman, that's $1 million, basically.
Yeah,
That's a lot of money.
That was all right.
Yeah, and they never caught her. She was that slick. Okay, I'll finish out, guys. During the Civil War, she worked as a nurse and scout for the North. She was honored more than once by the Union Army, although she did not receive a pension for years. Eventually, she led about 300 people to freedom in Canada and became known as the Moses of her people. In her later years, she continued to serve others by establishing a home for the elderly in upstate New York, where she died in poverty in 1913. Harriet Tubman Home for Aged and Indigent Colored People in Auburn is now a museum. Harriet Tubman was an extraordinary woman who, despite physical hardships and her own lack of education, dedicated her life saving the lives of others. She is a hero to those she rescued and to millions who never met her, including Julia Abel. All right, friends. So she even created a home for the elderly people. So what this says is that she worked for the Army, right? And even though she got medals, she got honored, she didn't get paid. Pension means she didn't get paid. They didn't pay her. She just worked for free. And then she died in 1913 in poverty. So that means she died with no money, just poor after she did all of that. All right. So now go to your Google document. We'll go back here. And then we're going to answer that question. You're going to answer it from your own brain and think about, what did she accomplish? What did Harriet accomplish? All right. So I'll give you guys some seconds I'll give you 2 minutes on the clock to get down number 2. Okay. What did she accomplish?
Miss Walden.
Hmm?
It says day.
Yeah. Well, that's because I made it for all the heroes. So you can say, what did Harriet accomplish?
Okay.
What did Harriet Tubman accomplish? You can say Harriet Tubman. I'm going to wait to hear your answers. So I'm going to start the clock for 2 minutes and take your time, and then we'll discuss. All right, my friends, how's it coming? My timer just
Good.
went off. Did you guys get it finished?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
No.
Okay. All right, 2 more minutes. All right, friends, that's my timer. So tell me what you got. You guys done with number 2?
Yes.
All right, let's hear it. Got a yes from DJ.
I finished 2 and 3.
Hey, you finished 2 and 3. Okay, so what did you get for number 2?
What did Harriet Tubman accomplish? Harriet Tubman accomplished many things, such as making an elderly home shelter for, hold on. Excuse me for a second.
No problem. And that's what I love about writing. I have to go back and like edit, like as a writer.
Okay, I finished.
All right, what you got? What you got?
So Harriet Tubman accomplishment things suggest making an elderly home shelter for old people and saved people's lives.
And she saved people's lives. So my last question would be people. Who are the people? Would you say she
Black
saved
people.
black people?
Former
Okay.
slaves.
So let's act. Ooh, I heard former slave. Okay. So she saved Black former slaves' lives and take out people so that we'll know
Yes.
exactly what you're talking about. All right, Jayla, what you got? What you got?
Harriet Tubman accomplished exceeding slavery and with never getting caught, and also with a 400 bounty arrest on her head.
Okay. Ooh, a $40,000 bounty on her head. I love this. So what I heard you guys say is Harriet Tubman accomplished many things, such as making an elderly home shelter for older people, and she saved Black former slaves' lives. She escaped slavery and never got caught, even with a $40,000 bounty on her head. This is something you can tell people, right? We even know her real name. All right, so somebody already did number 3. DJ said, I did number 3. So here, let's work through this together. What are 3 things that made Harriet a hero? What do y'all think? What would you call it? Would you say it's bravery? Would you call it willpower? What would you say?
Uh,
I would say courage.
Ooh, courage. Harriet showed heroism by showing courage.
Being courageous or courageous.
You say by being courageous. All right, what about you, DJ?
fearless.
Ooh, fearless. Whoa, that's a big one. That's one that even me as an adult, I struggle with that one. So if you guys want to win, you have to be fearless. Like even nervousness is different from fear, right? Nervousness is the cousin of fear. You're always supposed to be nervous, but when you get scared about it and you still do it anyway, that is really the hero power.
And
Yes,
one
Taylor.
more.
You got one more? Okay.
Heroism. I mean, not sympathy. Sympathy for others.
Sympathy. And you need sympathy for others to reach back and get those 300 people from slavery and not get caught. Every time she put herself, she didn't even think about herself. She thought about those other people, right? Let me go back, even though I could get killed, or I could go back into slavery. Let me go back and get my brothers. And so sympathy is definitely what we need. All right, y'all did good with that. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna do one more hero. And I'm debating. I'll let you guys vote. Should we go with both of them are poets, writers. Should we go with a boy, a man, or should we go with a girl? One of these people you may have heard about before. So what do y'all think?
I we do someone that has to relate to music instead of writing.
Relate to music. Well, one of the people, her poem is being turned into a song. I'll say that. But I think I think you guys will know this person, maybe. All right, so the next person I'm going to go to, we're going to go with the girl. Even though the guy, oh my God, we'll still talk about, his name is James Baldwin. So we'll talk about James Baldwin a little bit later. But today we're going to talk about Amanda Gorman. Y'all heard of her?
I never heard of both of them.
Amanda Gorman. If it lets me click her story, come on. What I'm learning about this website is it doesn't want me to be great. And I like to be great. Here we go. Click it. Click it. Okay. Amanda Gorman. She's been called the poet who healed the nation. I don't know if you watched the inauguration of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Oh yeah, I've heard of.
Yeah, Amanda was the poet.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's her. So she's only in her 20s, friends, and she is already making change. Like, it's amazing. So we're going to read a little bit about Amanda Gorman. This is what she looks like. And she's,
Oh, I remember now.
I think she's 23. I'm going to share this link with you guys and check the chat, and it'll take you to the page that I'm looking at.
All right. Actually, we was watching the inauguration during class and we heard her speech.
Yeah. What did you think about it? You thought it was good, or what did you think about
Yeah,
it?
we saw Joe Biden get inaugurated and the vice president.
So if I can find it on YouTube, I'll play her speech for us, okay? And once we finish reading. But this is the Amanda Gorman.
Oh, yeah, you were right. She is 23.
Yeah, she's really young. And she's
She
really
went to Harvard.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have some things already. Let's see how what do you guys think? Do you think she's a hero? We're gonna read about her. We'll see. So we'll say Amanda Gorman. The hero I read about is Amanda Gorman. So go ahead and scroll down on your hero exploration sheet to number 2. We got to see what she accomplished. Because there's some stuff we don't know. We do know
Going to Harvard.
Harvard. Gotta say it. Harvard.
Harvard.
She went to Harvard, which is a really tough school, especially for Black people. All right, friends. So I'll start the first. Well, I'll read the first 2 paragraphs, and then I'll let you guys take turns with the last 3. All right. So here we go. On Inauguration Day, January 20th, 2021, America's first youth poet laureate, Amanda Gorman, delivered her original poem, The Hill We Climb, after the swearing in of President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. Gorman stood at the podium, small of stature, wearing gold earrings and a birdcage ring gifted to her from Oprah. Wow. Her bun of braided hair with just a hint of beadwork was adorned with a large red headband, which set off her bright yellow peacoat. As she delivered her poem, her hands made a dance to emphasize certain phrases, bringing her melodic words to life. White House guests looked moved as they sat donning face masks in this pandemic era. A difficult, stark moment in history when hope is needed more than ever. Gorman's words inspired a nation healing from the recent attack on the Capitol just 14 days prior by white nationalists attempting to overturn the democratic process. The words brought comfort in inauguration guests who literally put their lives at risk to attend, as well as comfort to a nation watching from home with trepidation at the unknown. Gordon had amended her prepared poem after the attack in order to address head on. She told the New York Times, "We have to confront these realities if we're going to move forward." So that's also an important touchstone of the poem. There's space for grief and horror and hope and unity. And I also hope there's a breath of joy in the poem, because I do think we have a lot to celebrate this inauguration. All right, who's going up next?
Not
I
me.
will.
All right, let's hear DJ.
Gorman and her family have been part of my hero family for the past few years. Gorman's twin sister, Gabriella, won Student Honoree for her film Dear America at the 2015 My Hero International Film Festival, held at the twin school. New Roads. They were raised by a single mother, Joanne Wicks, who teaches middle school in Watts. Joanne fostered creativity in her home by keeping the TV off and encouraging curiosity. Gabriella went to attend UCLA for cinematography. Cinematography and film and video production, while Amanda attended Harvard University, receiving a bachelor's degree in psychology. Gorman was stated to recite a poem at her Harvard graduation last spring, which was canceled due to the coronavirus pandemic. Then 2 months ago, Gorman was invited to read at the inauguration by the First Lady, Jill Biden, who had seen her recite a poem at the Liberal of Congress,
Mhm.
Library of Congress.
Yes, the Library of Congress. All right, last little bit. What we got?
How do you pronounce her name again?
Oh, Amanda Gorman.
Amanda Gorman overcame personal odds such as literacy and powerful poetry. Growing up, she wanted to use artistic expressions as ways to overcome her speech impediment. She told New York Times that she would pursue of poetry as an outlet of partly statements
Okay.
from
She told the New York Times that her pursuit of poetry was an outlet partly stemmed from socioeconomic necessity. Ooh, that's good. All right, pick up right here.
such such as dance classes and painting were too expensive. She said to write, I just need a pen and paper and a page. Language perfect was perfect. Language was perfect. Medium.
Medium.
Not medium. In recent interviews, what is her last name?
Gorman.
Gorman. In recent interviews, Gorman told CNN news correspondents and Anderson Cooper's corresponded to Anderson Cooper's that she used the song Aaron Burns, Sir, from the musical Hamilton and practiced saying her R's persistent, paid off, and Gorman delivered a flawless message from the podium, later receiving praise from Hamilton, the writer, and the star,
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
You can't blame for not knowing that.
That's a tough
It's very different.
So this says, My Hero co-founder and director, Dan Mayer, says, it is so hopeful that Amanda has captured the hearts and minds of the nation with her wise message of truth, reason, and the responsibility we each have to be brave and to be a light.
Miss Walden?
Yes.
Did you know that you had 48 tabs open?
You counted them all.
Yeah, that's a normal thing. That's very normal.
To have 48 tabs.
She has like 3 other pages open on top of that.
Yeah, I do. I have to because I have so many students and so many things that I read, and I'm like, I want to go back to that, or I want to do this. So yeah, and this is all for our class today.
Let's not clear her tabs.
I would
She's wondering why and she wondering why her phone are slow.
I usually just close all my tabs. I'll just look it up again.
I clear out my tabs at night.
I have to be quick because students are like, oh, something else. Oh, I got a text message. So I have to make sure it's ready. Right, friends. Okay. So we're on page 2, right? Let's finish this up really good. So number 4 says, we already put, the hero I read about is Amanda Gorman, right? So we're going to number 5. It says, what did she accomplish? What did they do? So what did Amanda accomplish? What do y'all think?
Oh,
this was a tough one.
Can you say it out loud or no?
You can say it out loud, but I also want you to write it. So I'll come back in. It took us 4 minutes last time. So I'll give you guys 4 minutes, okay? And I'll come back and we'll discuss. I want to hear this one because this one's a little bit tougher.
You were right. This one is hard. Was she the first Black woman to ever do it?
No. So the first Black woman to ever read poetry like her was Maya
Uh-huh.
Angelou. Maya Angelou. Have y'all heard of her?
Yes. Was she the youngest one?
Yes.
She's the youngest for sure. Definitely the youngest,
Yes,
but
yeah.
not the first. So Maya Angelou was the first, and she read for President Bill Clinton in the 90s. Good question.
How do you spell sympathy, Miss Walden?
Let's see.
Okay, thank you.
So it has a Y at the end.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much.
All right, that's my timer. I'm going to take this directly. I see what you guys are writing. I went and checked it out. So most of you said that what she accomplished was her writing her poem. And then Jayla, I saw that you added to that, like she caught the eye of people with her poetry. So tell me a little bit more about what you mean about that, Jayla. Let me go back to
She pretty much caught the eye of the I was about to, if I had more time, I would have finished saying she caught the eye of many people, and also got to the point where she read her original speech and she was supposed to read for her graduation, but didn't because there's a cancer because of the pandemic. And also giving good regards to the president, to our brand new president and vice president.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is Amanda accomplished being America's first youth poet laureate at the presidential inauguration, where her poem caught the eye of the nation. So do you want to add anything to that, DJ, or did you have pretty much the same thing?
I have the same thing.
Pretty much the same. Okay. So guys, do you think it's important what she did or no?
It was important.
Yes.
It was important.
Yes.
I think so too. So last question. How did she show heroism? What made her a hero? What makes her a hero? We can talk through this.
The first one was easier than this one.
Yeah, this one's it's kind of sketchy. Which that's what makes heroism kind of, nobody wants to tackle it. It's just like, oh, it's so
Heroes. Is that speech is about what was that speech about? I know it was about egoism. I forgot.
You mean her
It's
poem?
about- Yes. Looking for it. I have it open on my other computer.
Yeah, the hill we climb. So it was about how to overcome challenges when they come. Like we had been through when she spoke, we had been through
Heroism, how to push through things.
how to push
That
through.
seems difficult.
Yes. So pushing through difficult times. Amanda showed heroism by, let's say she inspired people, right? By inspiring others. That's really what makes this hard. So go ahead and write that down. Amanda showed heroism by inspiring others to push through difficult times. And with her being so young, people are like, I can do it.
And encourage.
Yep. Inspiring
She also
others.
encourage.
Huh?
Encourage.
Did good, y'all. Perfect. We did good. And I get a chance to see some of your writing. So this is why I did this too, to see, kind of where you are with your writing.
Difficult times. Okay.
All right, we got it.
Yes, I do.
That's good. All right, so here's our last thing, friends. You can keep your hero exploration activity open, but we are going to create a Wordle. I don't know if you've ever did a Wordle before, but it's like you create images with your words. So you're going to come up with, you can use some of the things that we talked about today. So check the chat. You're going to just put words that describes a hero. And we're going to put this in our hero museum. So it's a Wordle.
So we're supposed to enter a word.
Yep. So type as many words as you can, and it will create a Wordle for you.
Wait, give some words to describe it here. Oh my. Dr. Walden, can I put in anime characters that give out good speeches?
Well, you have to give a character's trait. Like you have to tell me what it is.
I can do that easily.
Yep. So make sure you tell me what it is.
Okay.
Another word. I can only think of two. Is courage COURAGE?
Courage, COURAGE.
Okay.
Doesn't matter how we spell them unless we get it close.
Yeah, I'm not judging. I don't give you guys a grade. As long as it's close,
Yes.
we can fix spelling later.
We'll fix it. It'll be alright for
Yes.
now.
What else?
The one thing I'm going for, good enough.
Good enough.
That's what this whole year is about. Good enough. We'll deal with it later.
Yeah, seriously though. And sometimes it's all you need is good enough, As you guys are thinking, a deep question for today is, do you think that Amanda Gorman and Harriet Tubman are alike anyway?
Yeah, they're similar.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? So Harriet is like old school, and then Amanda Gorman is like new school.
Well, they're technically both the same because she reads a speech about passing through. She wrote a speech about basically how we can overcome things, and Harriet Tubman. One was verbally, one was physically. Harriet Tubman did it physically about
Ooh,
doing that, and then Amanda wrote about getting past things.
yes. So you're
Some
ooh, I like that. I like that.
Are heroes smart?
Yeah, I would say. You think Amanda Gorman is smart?
Well, no, I'm not saying that, but you said something that to describe a hero.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I know that heroes sometimes make awful decisions. So I just wanted to know that.
Yeah.
think irrationally.
Sometimes okay, so here's the thing about being smart, right? Everybody wants to be smart, but really it's about being wise. So sometimes you may have to do crazy things like Harriet did, like go back, even though people are trying to kill you and they have money out, for
Wait, what?
yeah, people were trying to kill Harriet. And it's crazy. You would say, oh, you are so dumb, you're going back. And she's like, yeah, because I know that it'll be fine. I have to,
But why me though? Why not Tim across the street? Why me?
If not you, then who else?
Tim.
We can't we can't be like, oh, I'm not going to be a hero because somebody else is going to do it, because then what if no one else does? And then
If I'm a hero in the Marvel universe, why'd you go mess with Tony Stark or someone?
I get it. It's hard to have it. That's courage. It's hard to have courage to do things that you know is going to bring you danger, or people are going to be, you're going to get embarrassed, or killed.
I don't care if I get embarrassed. I'm lazy.
We can't be lazy as heroes. We have to get up and get out there.
Iron Man. He literally has his suit to make it sound like he's there. That's called being lazy.
So how many do y'all have? Do y'all have 11?
I'm almost done. I have one more.
Oh,
I
good.
have 5.
You have 5. Okay.
Again,
Does outstanding and amazing, are they both the same word?
They're synonyms but different. Like they're alike but different. Outstanding means that you outstanding. You stand taller than everybody. Amazing means that you are amazing where you are. Like you're just amazing, you know.
Oh. Outstanding. Unique.
Ooh.
done.
Okay.
And again, I'm going with good enough. That is my motto. I am going to ask my mother to paint that on my wall. Good enough. And that applies to everything, including grades. If it's higher than an 80, I'm satisfied. If it's higher than an 80 or an 80, if it's higher than 75, good enough.
Look at this, y'all.
Wait, is that mine? Get it out of here. Get.
So I put fearless. So yours is in here with mine, Jayla.
Oh, it's merging. Great.
At least I think it is.
Oh.
Or maybe. So did you got done too, DJ?
Yeah, it's merging in.
Um,
Or you're still working?
I just got one more.
One more. Okay. No problem, friend.
am chilling because that's what I do, and also my word. And if someone asks me saying, should I do this better? Okay. Is it good enough for you?
All right. I think DJ, you just finished, right?
Yes.
Yes. So friends, this is amazing. I'm going to put this inside of our museum. So this will be our Wordle instance. When we come inside the museum and people are entering, it'll be the first thing that they see. Like we'll do a Wordle, we'll put some more artwork in here for our museum. But that is one of our first projects we just did. We'll also add our Padlet in there as well. So friends, you can close out your hero activity. It will automatically save. So no worries. So you can close it. You can close the Wordle. And we are done.
No, what did I take?
So guys,
I had
the
as
last
many
thing-
pages open as you did.
See, I keep you guys busy. So when we come back next week, remember I told you guys that I want you to be thinking about 2 heroes. We didn't get to our hero jam board, but we will be talking about our 2 heroes and writing about them. So I have sentence starters. All you have to do is come with the information, okay? And then we can put it together into a big writing. So think about 2 heroes for next week, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Miss Walden.
You're welcome. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Peace. Bye.